Hi guys, we are back with another video, and so let's just go ahead and get it started. This is the Milani Blur Stick. I have fallen in love with this product because this thing right here really does blur. It has helped my pores, and so anything that can help my pores is a miracle worker. So that's all I have to say about that. You take that into consideration and you go by that. Next, I'm going to use foundations, and this is in the shade Chestnut on the left, which is the darker one, and Coco is on the right, which is the lighter one. I bought both of these a while back, and the reality is that I made a mistake with both of these. One is too dark and one was too light. So now I take 2 pumps of the darker one and a half a pump of the lighter one, and I get the perfect foundation shade. I promise you, this is as close to Angola Juvia's Place, y'all know I love that, as I can get. Maybe even closer. I haven't compared yet, but man, I love this foundation shade. And what really gets me even more, y'all, is that this is the brand e.l.f. And I never would have thought that e.l.f. would be my everyday foundation. Not a lip gloss, not some sort of skincare product, but a foundation. And I'm just so happy about that. So seriously, you guys have to try these foundations. I know it's hard right now. A lot of stores are closed, but I made 2 mistakes, as you can see, but mixed together, this is brilliant, and I am so proud. Okay guys, so as y'all know, nothing unfamiliar here. This is the Juvia's Place concealer in the shade number 8. I'm going to put that under my eyes, forehead, bridge of nose, and top lip and chin. And then I'm going to blend that out using my new concealer sponge. That's all I use it for, is just concealer. And I'm going to spray it with this new spray that I just got in my BoxyCharm. Speaking of BoxyCharm, I just want to let y'all know there will be no BoxyCharm video this month because I only got one makeup related product in the box. And there is literally no point. Like, all they gave me was some eyeliners, which I'm kind of upset about, I'm not gonna lie. Eyeliners, they gave me some sort of primer cream, and then everything else is the setting spray and blue drops of glitter. And no. So hopefully I get a better box next month, but this spray is from that, and it's for prepping the skin, refreshing the skin, and setting makeup. So that's what I use to wet the sponge in order to blend out my concealer. Right here, I'm actually going to take the brush I use for foundation, which is actually from Morphe, and I just take it on the edges of the concealer and get rid of the harsh line where you can see where the foundation and concealer start and stop, and also on the nose. So that's what I do with that. I have to make sure I do that because it really does make everything look more flawless. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder, nothing new, using the same sponge, and then I'm going to set my face. Right after that, I'm going to take this new product, Just a Second. So this is actually a finishing powder from Morphe in the shade Supreme. I cannot tell y'all how many times I filmed a video and I was so uncomfortable with this finishing powder because I thought it was making me look too red. But I don't know why I was so mistaken. I'm so happy I found this powder because my Black Radiance one is so much less, how you say, like durable, I guess. This one has more staying power, it's more mattifying, and so naturally I'm just more in love with this powder than I am with my Black Radiance one, but I still use it on my lighter days. But on my glam days, I'm using this right here. I'm so happy I bought that powder. And so what I just did there was the Hoola bronzer, and now I'm going to contour using Fade in the Ace Beauty palette that's called Vintage Dawn, taking this brush from Morphe again, and I'm going to contour the face. Y'all know this is my favorite, some of my favorite steps right here. So we're going into the eyes. This is Glamabronze by Morphe, and this is in the shade Prodigy. I was using this to contour, but it was a bit too warm. So now this is literally my favorite shade for a brown eye, and y'all know brown eyes are my favorite. So I use this shade to start off my eye look, which is perfect. Sometimes this does look good as a bronzer based on what eye look or the rest of my skin is looking like. I'm still playing with this new makeup, y'all, but I love this as a starter shade for my eye. It's so pretty, it's so warm, it's so rich. And now I'm going in with Fade, which is a little bit darker, and also the shade I contoured with to darken up that outer eye. Now Now this is a new baby as well. This is 3A and it's called Deep Smokey by Morphe. The smallest, little, cutest palette of eyeshadows I've ever seen in my life. And I take the shade Flash. And I'm going to put this all over my eyelid and do kind of create a cut crease, even though I didn't cut my crease, but I am going to line this to look very neat. And this is just one of the most beautiful copper golds I've ever seen. It's so perfect. I love it so much. And it's just perfect. And so then I'm going to take the black shade in there, which is called Darkness. It does have little tiny flecks of glitter in it, but you don't see it when you apply it to the eye. It is completely matte, and I'm using that to dark up the outer edge. And then right after that, I'm taking the same Vintage Dawn palette, and I'm going to use the shade Sun, which is the one in the upper left corner, and I'm going to use that to make the lid pop even more, so packing that right on top of Flash. So after putting my lashes on, I'm going to take my Long Time No Shine powder by Lancôme, which is my baby. This is my touch up. This is my shield. This is my airbrush flawless finish, making sure I have it powder. This is everything to me. I love this powder. So I take a little brush. This is by Alamar, and I'm using that to pack up under my eye, and I do actually put it everywhere else I highlight. And I do actually take this powder to clean up contour as well. It shapes my face so well. It's not too light. I don't have flashback. Everything is great with this powder. And then I take Fade again in that Vintage Dawn palette, and I contour the heck out of my jawline because I want to look snatched. It's natural. It's what I got to do. And this is Prodigy, of course, that I used on my eyelid. First shade. I'm putting that on my lower lash line, topping it off with Lash Paradise mascara for lower lashes. This video has so much Morphe. I'm sorry, but I just really went on a binge for shopping. This is a highlight in the shade Mirage, y'all. Best copper golden highlight I have ever used. I promise you. I like this better than the bronzed ABH highlight, and y'all know that's pretty much all I use. And it's just so pretty. It's light, but it's not light. It's heavy, but it's not heavy. But you are lit. Like, it's so nice. It works so well. So I'm putting that, of course, tip of nose and cheeks and forehead, only the right side. And yeah, that's my highlight. And I'm going to spray with my Continuous Setting Mist by Morphe. When I say I went in on Morphe, I bought some Morphe, okay? I'm lining my lids now with EBIN. This is a lip pencil straight from the hair store. It's a nice, cool, neutral brown, but it is very deep. And I love that. And then I'm taking my Milani gloss in the shade Crush. Y'all know this is my new favorite. Don't act like you didn't know, because I've been using it every day. This is my baby. And then I'm going to top it off with Snowflake later on in the video, but immediately after, I'm taking a lip gloss called Topaz, and it's LA Girl lip gloss. Is very cheap. It even has that smell, but I just love the luster it gives, so I'm putting that right on top. And that's basically my look. Of course, my earrings are from May Boutique. Y'all remember I linked everything in my last video, so May Boutique, that's the one. I'm telling y'all, beautiful hoops. These are the gold and black, I believe, but yeah, these are my babies. And this is where I'm taking Snowflake. Now, as you can see earlier, I had my hands right. Look at that. Had my hands right here, and I'm cutting it. I know this is crazy, but I just know that when I cut this shorter, I was gonna like it better, because it was like at that middle length, but I wanted like still a long bob and still thick, because you know I like big hair, but I just knew that sitting right on my clavicle bone, I just felt like it would be so pretty, so I chopped it, and it was the perfect decision. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please be sure to subscribe, give it a thumbs up. I'll be back soon. I got new equipment, so I'm still working with it, which is why I took the easy route with this first video with it. But hopefully you can see the difference. Love this quality. I'm very happy about it. So I hope you guys are enjoying, and I will see you in about 2 or 3 days. You know that's how I roll. And I love y'all. Bye.